Hey everyone, welcome back to I Dream of Homestead. I'm Josephina and today we are outside setting up my new electric PoultryNet Starter Kit from Premier One. I got this in a couple weeks ago, but it has been raining like crazy here. So I finally got a break from the rain and I am going to try to set this up as quickly as possible because it is hotter than the devil's butt crack out here and you guys are about to see me sweating like crazy. I'm doing this by myself, so a lot of you who do all of these things by yourselves will get to see what it's like to set this up all on your own when you have no idea what you're doing. I've never done something like this, but I am always willing to try new things. So I've got the boxes here and I'm gonna go ahead and get started with unboxing and showing you guys what's inside. And then after that, I'll put you guys in a time lapse so you can see me setting things up. Also, I know it seems a little crazy for me to be wearing long sleeves in this 100-degree weather, but I don't want to get burned and I don't want to get an uneven tan like I always get because I tan super easy. So long sleeves and a hat. Hopefully I can find myself a good hat that fits my big old head soon with a hole up top for my hair because this is not cutting it, but it'll do for now. Stick around till the end of the video and I'll give you guys a little chicken coop tour of the coop that we built together. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. To start, I'm gonna open up this box and check out what's inside. So inside the longer box was the roll of netting, 4 posts, and then the bag with wires. Now I'm gonna open the battery box. All right, so inside right away was a bag. It's got the instructions for the Energizer. It's got the clamps that you need for the Energizer. And then it looks like a charging cable, I guess just in case. And then a digital tester, which looks like this. And here is the solar battery. So it's got this big old solar panel and then the battery pack on the back, which isn't super heavy. It's got some weight to it, but can definitely be carried easily. Okay, cool. So the first thing that I read while opening up the instructions is that this indeed is for charging just in case there's not enough sun coming out there or I just really need a good charge on it. There's a little hole back here where I can insert this and charge it inside. So first thing I'm gonna do is open it up. So I just squeezed the clamps on the side and lift it open. Gonna remove this cardboard. Okay, and then it comes with a little note taped onto the negative wire that says remove this label and attach this wire to the negative terminal. So that's what I'm gonna do. So now the inside part's done, so I'm going to close that. I'm going to tilt it sideways for now so that I can attach the clamps. Okay, so now I'm going to attach this clamp onto the matching color side, and it's got a hole down in the bolt there that you can slide it through, and then I'm going to tie this right back on. And because I'm not quite sure of what I'm doing, I'm gonna hold off on doing this last one towards the end since it's really easy to put in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up the fence, that way I can figure out where I want this and then I'll insert this part. All right, so the next thing the instructions say for me to do is to lay this out flat where I'm gonna want it and then start driving it in. This is 100 feet. Like I said, it's been raining a lot and my property stays pretty soggy after rain. So this should be pretty easy to drive into the ground. I'm gonna time lapse you guys here and get to work on laying it out. am so sweaty. Okay, so I've got all of the extra support posts in, and I'm doing on the last one here is I've got one support post at the corner for each so that I can tie it together. So the strings that came with the netting that tied it together is what I'm using to tie the support rods onto the corners, because I've got more of a squircle. It's like a square circle. It's not a perfect square. So where the corners would be, I put a post, and on this last one is where I'm going to tie them so that they stay shut together. Okay, so now I'm going to put the positive wire into its last spot, making sure that it is turned off. There's an on and off button right here. When it's pressed in, it's on, and when it's out, it's off. So right now it is out, so it's not turned on. Remove this. Got the wire in it. Okay, so now both wires are running through. With this being the beginning of July, I have the panel just facing straight up because the sun is completely overhead at all times. And this has it to where you can tilt it at different angles depending on the placement of the sun. So like I said, I'm going to leave it flat so that it can just get the sun all day. This is the grounding rod. It does have the option of being able to slide it into the bottom so that way you can stabilize this, but this is in a pretty good spot, so I'm not too worried about it getting knocked over. If I do notice it does get knocked over at some point, then I'll make sure to attach this in. But for now, this will just come into the ground. So I'm going to attach the black onto this. The red one gets attached to this string that's hanging off here. And now the moment of truth, I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so I hear the clicking sounds. Let me see if I can get you guys to hear it. So now I'm gonna test to make sure that it's working. I've got the digital tester that came with the kit. So I'm gonna stick this part into the ground. And now I'm gonna touch this to one of the hot wires. And sure enough, it's on. Now that it's on, I'm gonna turn it off so that I can disconnect this part of the fence, get inside, and let the chickens out. And then I'm gonna show you guys the coop, what the chickens look like, and just kind of give you guys a little bit of an update on everything. I'm so excited. So turning it off. And just in case, we'll take that off. So now the fence is set up. I'm so excited about this. I currently have them next to the garden to help me with all the bugs. But what I absolutely love about this is that I'm going to get to pick up this fence however many times a week I plan on moving them, and getting to move the coop along with the fence so that they have fresh grass, fresh bugs, they can fertilize, they can live their long happy lives and still have their coop nearby. I'm not a fan of a static coop, not because they're not good or anything, but because for me and the way this property works, it is best for me to be able to move it around because this property stays pretty wet after rain, and that just kind of makes it difficult to keep the chickens in one spot because the dry spots just kind of depend on how hard it rained. And then on top of that, like I've told you guys many times before, as you can see, I don't have any fencing around my property and I have a lot of wooded area. The only place with a fence is between me and the neighbor. And so I don't have a way to keep predators away from them if they're just free ranging around here. So this is the safest way. Plus, because now I have a mobile coop and a mobile fence, I don't have to constantly be going inside of a coop and cleaning out the floor. I just get to move them as often as I'd like, which at the moment has been daily, but now that they have the fence to walk around in, it gives them a whole lot more space and I don't have to do it daily. So we'll see how often I end up doing it. I'll keep you guys updated on that. And if you're interested in this fence, I do have a link in the description box for the exact starter kit I got so that you guys can check it out. The customer service there was amazing. I got to speak with Mr. Joe Putnam, the marketing manager, as well as a couple of the associates there in ordering, and everybody was super friendly. They were so helpful. I genuinely had no idea, and so they were just so knowledgeable and so helpful with all of it. I am so grateful to this company. I'm so grateful, honestly, just for all of this, you guys. This is like a dream to not only have this garden right here behind me, but now I also have my chickens and my mobile chicken coop, which I was not expecting, and the electric fence that all ended up just falling into place in a way that I did not imagine. And I'm so thankful and I'm so happy. So now I'm going to show you guys the coop. Okay, so this is the mobile coop we built. I followed along with the video from Living Traditions Homestead. He didn't give measurements, but he explains things so well that we didn't need any kind of measurements. Now remember guys, this is a beginner coop. I know it's not perfect, and I don't expect perfect. Later on, this is gonna end up becoming like a goat shelter or something whenever I become a little bit more handy and can build something smaller and easier to pull. But we did some cattle panel. There's 2 cattle panel that loop around completely. This is 8 by 8. I've got a rope, which is far too long, but my plan with the rope, because I pull there where it's knotted, my plan is to cut off the excess and use that for the back, because we have a tarp that goes completely over it and it has some excess here that hangs. I like that there's excess tarp, because then when it rains or once it hits that cold time of year again, I'll be able to put this down for them. So what I want to do with that excess rope is to be able to tie, that way I can tie it over and pin it down for these summer months instead of having to use a piece of wood on the sides to hold it up, because this lets the air flow in and out of the coop. But yeah, look at my chicken babies, look at how big they are. I know chicken wire is not great. It's not a very durable thing to protect them with, but it's just temporary. I do plan on getting some hardware cloth, but this is it. Guys, remember, I've never built anything before unless it was like something that came with instructions, like IKEA, you know, where it's got like all the pieces and the parts already for you and you just connect everything. So this is my first like build. And my husband helped me. So let's go inside. All right, so inside I still don't have nesting boxes built. I do have the crates for the nesting boxes, and I'm going to use some pallet wood to put them against here. But this is the coop. It's nice and tall so I can just walk in and out. See, I'm a shorty, I'm 5'1", and that's how high up it'll go. There's space in there. Well, like I said, I've got space to walk and move around. Hold on, ladies. Oh, they found a... Oh no, the grasshopper got away. Don't worry, ladies. You're gonna be able to go outside in a minute. So, I've got 1 roosting bar up for them so far. I will be putting up another. I'm hoping to do that this week. It's just the rain's been making it kind of difficult. And then I used... You guys have seen my video where I put together my planters. I told you guys it came with this chain to be able to hang the planter, but that made me uncomfortable to do, and I found the perfect thing for it, and it's these. They're holding the water and the food, so that works out pretty perfect. I am going to do the whole 5-gallon bucket, turning it into a feeder and a waterer. This is just gonna hold us over until I put those together, but the chickens are super happy outside. They're loving it. Look at how big they've gotten. Calliope. What happened, Emmy? What happened, sweet girl? Hi, sweet girl. Everybody's curious. You guys want to go outside? You guys want to go exploring? Oh, that's my ring. You can't eat my ring. So we started out with 10 chickens. We are down to 8, not because we lost anybody to anything bad, but because 2 of them turned out to be roosters. And we are just not in a position right now where we live to have a rooster. I would like to have a rooster in the future, just not ready for it yet, not on this property. So hopefully in the next few weeks, I'll be getting some more chickens because chicken math. But for now we have the 8. I absolutely love them. They are the sweetest. They're so much fun to have. They're the easiest thing to take care of. I did not imagine that taking care of chickens was this easy. I honestly thought it was gonna be a lot more complicated, but it's not. So now let's watch them come out. Let's see if they actually do, because this will be the first time that I'm opening the door to actually let them roam. Ethel has escaped twice and been caught, but let's see. All right, come on ladies, be free. It's my daughter in the background, all excited that the chickens are out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not turned on right now. Okay, so fence is set up. Chickens are doing their thing, and now I'm gonna step out and turn it on and let them roam around in their new enclosed space while I go inside and cool off. Good and lovely vibes for my chickie babies, that they are safe and that they know how to run in and out of danger, because there are always a lot of hawks hanging around here. And that is my one thing that I am scared of for them, is the hawks. But I'm gonna hope for the best with everything, pray all the time, and send them all the good lovely vibes. So again, with the kit, you get the entire 100-foot fence, you get the Energizer and the solar panel. It comes with an extra repair kit just in case there's anything that needs to be fixed. It comes with the clamps, and it comes with the digital tester to make sure that the fence is working well. And also, for anyone that's going to comment, because I know somebody will, yes, we are going to be putting wheels on the coop. That's just a one thing at a time thing with all these expenses that it took to build the coop. We're just trying to take it slow with it financially. We're a one-income family, so I can't just get all the things all at once. So the next step is to get the wheels and put it on there to make pulling it easier, because the coop started here and I moved it each day all the way through here, up here, around the side of the garden, around the entire back half of the garden, until today, where it's made it to this point. And then in a couple days, because they have all this grass, I'm not trying to move them every day. In a few days, I'll move them forward some more so that they can be all up in this area, and just keep moving them to different spots. And eventually when I have the wheels, it'll make that so much easier for me. So that's it for today's unboxing, setup, and chicken coop update. I am so excited to get to share all of this with you guys. I'm going to keep sharing all of the chicken things as they go along, because I've got plans, like I said, for the wheels, for the nesting boxes, and then I'm going to be one of those weirdo people that likes to decorate the inside of the coop with some things that I already have in mind. I'm so excited about this. You guys, I'm a homesteader. I have chickens. I have a garden. This is the best. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out the links below if you're interested in this fence starter kit for your chickens as well, or even any of your other animals, because they have so many other options for other animals on there as well. Different kinds of netting that you can get for them. So check out those links in the description box. And if you haven't already, I hope that you're willing to hit that subscribe button and stick around with me for a while on my journey to becoming a homesteader. I'll see you in the next one.